Hey everybody out there, my name is Raven, and we're playing War of the Visions today, and we're going over my strategy for the Diablo raid. So let's get on into it. Alright, so taking a look here, for this raid I've been running solo. Obviously I've ran myself up to the 100%. Let's turn that off so we can actually see what's going on today. And this is the comp I've been using. It's a standard light magic comp. And it's obviously done pretty well for me. I've probably done another 30-40 runs at 100 and maybe lost once. And I think that was because I was fiddling with the gear or something weird like that. So as you can see, we're running Yuna, Cecil, Sakura, and Mariel. They're all pretty close to maxed out. I think all of the abilities that I'm using that are relevant to this raid are maxed out, and we'll go over that in a second. All of the gear is pretty close as well. As you can see, both the laminas are set. The souls are pretty much done. The TMRs we're using are mostly magic resist. I think the only thing that's not actually finished out on this is the Platinum Helm. Platinum Helm is unfortunately just a +4. But we want a little bit of magic resist on each of our units, and that's primarily, or at least some kind of defense, primarily because everything on this map is going to do dark magic damage. So our gear is pretty straightforward. The only thing that's a little weird is we're using Cecil's TMR on Mariel, and that's just because she wants a little more attack on what she's doing. Unfortunately, she doesn't use the TMR, which, would be really nice. But, it does accomplish what we need for her. For our Espers, we're using some, again, very straightforward light comp fare here. We're using the Bahamut combination for Yuna because, magic attack is real great. Plus, we get light bonuses on the Bahamut vision card. We're using Odin on Cecil instead of a more tanky Esper, and that's just because we want to push his slash up as far as we can. The Ramza, the Beluv card, is used for the extra agility and obviously the light unit slash bonus. We've got Diablo and Trousseau. Again, we're pushing that magic attack, magic damage, in light combination stuff here on Sakura. And then the only oddity out here as far as Esper and VC are concerned are Mariel, and that's because, Shiva is going to push her magic attack just a little bit. And then we've got Mind Flayer here, which is going to push the entire party's damage limit up, which is actually important for a lot of these raids when you have a higher damage cap that you need to hit. So as far as abilities that I've left on and off here, we are running Yuna on Green Mage, though that's not relevant with the way things have worked out. But as you can see, we've turned off all of her healing and support abilities, so I believe all that she's left with right now is Sonic Wing, Holy, Sonic Wings, and Holy on this half of the build. And then I think the only things on here are Imperil? Is Imperil? I believe. And everything else is pretty much either turned off or really turned off. So that's where she's sitting. I believe we've also turned off Mega Flare and Energy Ray. I know Energy Ray is off, which reminds me. Yep, Energy Ray is off. And I think Mega Flare is off too. No, Mega Flare is still on, just in case. Oh, yeah. For Cecil, we have, I believe, just Holy Knight Strike and Double Up, our Shining Doubler on. So, yep, Shining Double on, Holy Knight's on, and everything else I think is off for him. I know I turned most of these off. Oh, Lightbringer is apparently still on. But the rest of that, and as far as his reactions and sub-abilities go, Counter Slash actually doesn't do anything, but he doesn't have anything that's ultra relevant for this. And then we've just got Self-Sacrifice for the extra damage, and then HP up just to pad him out a little bit so he doesn't accidentally fall over during the matchup. For Sakura, we're running her Sage and Kodama, and I believe everything's on for her. We've got her Magic Up, Magic Up. She doesn't take a bunch of hits here. She's pretty well suited for this raid, I think. We got Magic Reflex just in case. Again, everything is Shadow Magic damage or Dark Magic damage. And then we've got Dark Messenger, which I don't believe she ever uses, and then Eternal Pain. Eternal Pain is actually pretty good for this. Last, we've got Muriel, and the only thing Muriel does is... and the only thing we want her to do is really Taunting Blade and then try to get in as many Banished Blades as possible. So I believe almost everything on her is off as well. Yep, Banished Blade, Banished Gobblade, and then on her sub-job, Magic Resist, and Taunting Spell. So the only thing we really don't want her to do is run sideways instead of forward. So we do turn off her support abilities so she doesn't decide that's a good idea. As far as her passives and counterattack, we've got Thief Lore and Providence just to give her some agility and some move. And then we've got Providence to give her a little more tankiness against the darkness and the magics. Yep. Damage distribution obviously is really nice because it does help her survive just a little bit in case she takes a really awkward crit or combination of crits. So that's the build. Let's see how this goes. Waiting for the loading screen. Please don't crash. For those wondering, I am using BlueStracks, and it does still crash, which is fantastic losing raid orbs when that happens. But here we go. So quest start, Yuna's going to move forward and do nothing. We're going to see Muriel run forward and get her first taunting spell in, which is really big because that's going to draw the attention of pretty much everything on the map. We'll see Cecil, Bellin move forward. We'll see Sakura run forward and get Eternal Pain. She'll get that 3-chain, which really doesn't, do a whole heckin' lot because Diablo's just going to take his turn. He's going to move forward and not attack. We're going to see all of the adds move forward now and get their attacks in, which, it'd be nice to be faster, but it is what it is. We'll see Yuna run to the side towards Diablo and load something up. We'll see the drain come across, and these do hurt a little bit. I mean, 500 to 600, sometimes a little bit more, is, nothing to shake your head at. But we will see Yuna come across with the 10k Holy. We'll see Muriel run up and auto attack, and that's almost all she's going to do for the rest of this fight. Now, here's the big reason we bring Cecil. That Holy Knight Blade attack is going to take down all of those adds, and do a significant amount of damage to Diablo here. Violent Terror, not fun, but luckily, it's not going to do a ton of damage, about 1,000. And now here's the reason we brought Sakura, is because she's going to not only kill all those adds, but she's going to imperil Bahamut, so Yuna can set up that 14,000 point Holy. And then we'll see damage distribution come across for 2,500. We'll see Muriel banish for 7.5. We'll see the Holy Knights start coming across for 12k. And now we see Yuna run to the side, loan up a Sonic Wing, and 14k is a lot of damage to this thing. 12k, and it just spirals from here. Muriel's back to auto attacking because that's all she got. We'll see Cecil come across with his last Holy Knight for 12. And now here's the big youch, is that Dark Messenger at the end, and that is a lot of damage, but as you can see, we are squeaking by. We're going to see Earthrending Pain come across for 10, and Yuna should be able to finish the job here for 14. Real smooth run. It is, a little bit of a clincher at the end there. Cecil does take a giant hit from that Dark Messenger, but overall, it's very consistent. I think, like I said, I've had 1, maybe 2 fails in the entire run thus far, and I'm probably 30 or 40 100 runs in. In any case, if you enjoyed the video, please be sure to like, share, and subscribe on the left. And then if you are buying Viz via the Amazon store, please be sure to check out the link below. It really goes towards helping support me. In any case, thank you all very much, and we will see you all next time.